Okay, I'm in the main bedroom. I'm going to do a little bit of shuffling around and changing the wardrobes around. Like I said previously, things change, systems change depending on obviously your life at that time. I am going to remain keeping these wardrobes, like I said, which is this one and the corner wardrobe, as my main wardrobes. I just feel as though I don't want to alter it around. You know, I've done the main drawers that are down at the bottom of the bed. I haven't gone through hubby's side, especially the first drawer, because it's got a lot of sentimental bits in. I'm leaving that for a later date. Now, I'm doing it how I feel. There's some things that I don't have a problem with going through. There's other times that I've started projects, I've started filming or whatever, been too emotional and have had to cut the camera, haven't filmed it. I did start this wardrobe. This was hubby's, as you know. I think you can just see it in the background. This is not how the top used to look. It did have them like this, but there's pile stuff because there's few bits that have already gone and there's more to go. I'm hoping to go through this lot, and what I want to do, as I said, I want this to be my gift wardrobe. I'm not sure if it's going to be totally gifts because I think it's going to be easier for me to deal with it because it opens up. Doors wide, got room here to pull things out. Has one of the wardrobes is at the side there, yeah, about there. And because of the doors and the pine bed, because we've had this bed a number of years, but it's more chunky than the previous one. We've always had a pine bed. I want to move my gifts over to this wardrobe, and then that particular wardrobe I want to put in. It's basically near enough swapping around. Most stuff I'm hoping to get rid of to the charity shop or to the material bins. There's some at supermarkets, retail parks, and even the tip where stuff is recyclable. Sorry, I was just seeing a message just cropped up. I'll have a look at that in a minute. So stuff that I'm keeping that's going to be sort of forwarded to people, I want to put in that wardrobe. The end wardrobe at the bottom's got all my photographs in, the work clothes, which probably it's one of those jobs I might end up one big mess doing 3 or 4 wardrobes at the same time because of swapping around and see what I can get rid of. I know sometimes I try and just concentrate on one area, but sometimes it does sort of spread out into 3 or 4 different spaces or drawers or wardrobes. Sometimes you can just put it all on, say, the bed and just get on with it. It's easier that way sometimes if you've got the time and know that you're going to finish that project and not let it hang about, because obviously, you know, I've mentioned this, I like the bedroom to be clear of clothing, clutter, anything. Yeah, I've got a few sort of decor pieces around, but I don't want to see stuff all over the place. I like it to be calming, relaxing and cozy. The top box, the end wardrobe near the window, as you know, has got my bed in. I want to spread that out into 2 wardrobes. The one that's got the gifts and the one that's got the bed in. Only due to the fact that we've got, if I remember rightly, I think it's 3 sets now of those teddy bear fleece duvet covers, fitted sheet, pillowcases. They do take a lot of room up. I've got my Chinese blanket still on the bed. It's been washed, not been used, but I've got nowhere to store it, and I didn't want to clutter an area that I've done previously, if that makes sense, else it's just wasting time and energy. And I'd like to store that Chinese blanket away until, say, the autumn time, September time, whatever. So blankets do take a lot of room up. Waiting for Daniel to have a day off. That's my son who lives with me. He has to do a bit of sorting out as well. We want to lift the bed up. As you know, the mattress comes up, to have a sort of rethink or review what's in there. His bedding, obviously, his wardrobes is very confined. It's got one bit that's got shelving, the double wardrobe, but it's taken a lot of room up because he's got 2 sets of the teddy bear sets as well. And up until I got all these pieces, there was room, a lot of room in the top boxes, and that was it. But they do take a lot of room up, and I like to keep like for like. So all my bedding I want together. It might be spread across two. I've also got that sleeping bag for our granddaughter for sleeping over. I've got her duvet cover and her pillow, so that takes up room. That's I can't remember the name now. I might have to pause this. The character. I might just actually show you. Just close that up. I'm just going to pop and get the sleeping bag, and I'll explain. I've got it on sale. Stitch. How could I forget that? This was from did I get it from Primark now? You know, sometimes the longer things that I've had, the easier I find it to remember. I think I paid £7 for £14 sleeping bag. I'm sure it was Primark. If it changes, I'll let you know. I bought it a while back. I'm sure it was. No, Asda. No, it was Asda. I'm sure it was Asda. And I bought this, must have been beginning of March. And it's this. So it can unzip the whole way, and it can be just like a blanket. So that'd be handy. She's got Toy Story bedding, her own pillow and pillowcase. So all this takes up room. So that is it. Yeah, I think it was Asda, thinking about it. I think it was £14. Yeah, I'm sure it's Asda now. £14 down to £7. And I thought if I didn't want it as a sleeping bag, it can be unzipped and have it as like a blanket, especially for the winter, whatever. So that's that one, and yes, it's stitched. But these sort of things, because I've wrapped it and everything, it does take a little bit of space. Yes, I do use a lot of the vacuum packs, but with bedding that I know is going to be used regularly, if I've got room, I want to not vacuum pack stuff, because I just want it, you know, open. But if you are short of space, definitely use vacuum packs. As far as I've used them when we've been in tents, caravans, at home, whatever, and I found them really good. I don't tend to pack up seasonal clothing, blankets, anything like that. They are usually in reach due to the fact weather is so changeable. We could be 1 minute we can be in a heat wave, and then the next minute, you know, the temperature drops and it's quite cold or cool. So yeah, you know that in my wardrobe, it's got all my seasonal clothes together, as you know, look like that. So it's got jumpers, it's got my other thinner jumpers, all my t-shirts, long t-shirts and things like that, and shoes at the bottom. That won't be changing, just probably declutter it a little bit. And I'm going to keep rabbiting on if I don't stop now, because I need to get on. But I'm going to pull everything out of this one. I want to remove, if I can, all the gifts over to this wardrobe. So this lot will probably end up on the bed, and take it from there. I probably won't video the whole process. I'll just explain what I've done and what's happening. Right, so I've emptied the wardrobe. I've dusted it all, the top, the bottom. Yeah, there's a big gap here. That's because I'm only 5 foot. These wardrobes I've been in, they were put in the year before we were married. So these were put in Boxing Day on 1987. Because I remember we went to MFI. We'd been previously, so we knew what we wanted, and it was like 25 and 50% off of the units. Because I remember hubby saying, and we're laughing because we were the first ones through the door, grabbed the assistant, and he says, can I help you? And I wanted this, 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 and this amount. Because we saved enough money, we managed to purchase a pine bed, a mattress, the lighting and carpeting for our main bedroom. Not all from MFI, but the savings that we made that previous time. As you know, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double wardrobes, 2 side small chest of drawers that have got like 3 drawers in, and then the 2 larger drawers. I can't remember how much it was, but we did go for the top end range of MFI, made for idiots, as people used to say, and hubby. But 1987, Boxing Day, 1987, and they are still, I would say, decent. I've got a couple of little scratches on them, but I must say, because we went top range for these units, they have lasted well. So I've got one big mess from one wardrobe. What I've done is I've gone through what I safely know I can get rid of to, say, the charity shop. I've put a pile for stuff that I'm asking Daniel, my youngest son who lives with me, whether he wants certain things. There's like a belt and a couple of other bits. And then there's a pile for my eldest son, who's actually revamping his wardrobe at the moment. He's already took, as you might have seen from Get Rid of Stuff Out of Our Home, he's already took trainers, shoes and things like that, and some stuff that's got tags on. But there is quite a bit of stuff, and I think there's going to be people out there. Please don't judge me. Please keep your comments respectable. I've got messages galore. That's when you obviously record on your phone. Yeah, please keep your comments respectable. As you know, it's still fairly delicate time for me. If I'm not going to go into too many details. If you are a new subscriber, then you can go back. There is a video a couple of months ago, and it does actually state on the little description message at the end of this video. So yeah, but most of my subscribers, I think people who watch my videos, have remained with me. Welcome to any new subscribers. Yes, all I'm going to say is my hubby passed away in May, and that's all I'm going to say, because I don't want to get emotional. At the moment, I'm okay sorting this out. There is certain items I've tried. One of the worst times was for the service and the funeral home needed photographs for the programme, for the service. And 3 times I went into the photographs and just broke down. But obviously, you know, it was one of those things. And his sentimental drawer, I can't touch that at the moment. But clothing, and again, don't judge me, there is a few items that are going to my sons. There's actually a couple of t-shirts, I'll show you them, that I had fond memories, and I'm keeping them. I've tried them on. They are a little bit on the large side, obviously, but I do like a baggy t-shirt. I'm keeping those for when I'm around the home, and I'll show you those now because I've got them in my wardrobe, but I want to try and pull some bits of my wardrobe out, but I don't think that'll be today. So there's 2 t-shirts. There's one in the pile that I probably won't wear, but I'll keep. You know, some people do that, but I'm doing it now. I know it's only been a couple of months, but there you go. Is people who followed me, subscribers or whatever, probably remember some of these. So I've got this one in the doghouse. Yeah, I do like this one. Keeping that one in my wardrobe as what I call a round the home cleaning t-shirt. And then I'm going to get rid of some more. Then one that I do, hopefully you can still hear me with my back. The other one, where did I put it? It was black, so it'd be in the blacks. As you know, I like to keep them colour coordinated. Where did I put it? It's got to be at the front here somewhere. Here it is. And I think, I can't remember where I got this one from. I think I paid quite a lot. It could have been Asda. It's Bandicoot. Yes, so again, you know I do like to wear a lot of black. But yeah, it's on the larger side, but I'm going to keep this one Bandicoot. Fond memories when Bandicoot was actually released. I don't know, and like Spyro, I think it might have even been on the PlayStation 1. I'm showing my age there, but yeah, fond memories. It was one of hubby's favourite sort of games to play, and we've still got all the games, not for the PlayStation 1, but there you go. So I'll put 2 in there. There is a third one, but I'm not sure if I can actually wear the other one. Snooze, You Lose, blue one, Daffy Duck. I'm sure you'll remember it. And I've put a very thin jumper aside. Again, it's sort of on the larger size, but then again, that's me. And it's this one. It's a lounge one. So I'm thinking I'm going to keep that one. And I've got a question mark on a couple of orange ones there. Here. You didn't probably see him wear these very much because he started wearing the sort of thinner ones, you know, in the caravan and everything. So I've put a question mark on these 2. They are really big. But if I was to keep any of the clothing, although you know I've got room, I've got to be able to get rid of some of my own stuff to keep this, if that makes sense. I know for a fact what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it now. I bought this one from Pep & Co. Grey one. Again, it's bigger. I'm going to get rid of that one. That's going to go in the get rid of pile. And I'm going to put the blue one back in this wardrobe. So I'm going to put this one in here. Because it's a lounge jumper. So that can go in there. So that's the sort of thing that I mean. I want to do it in a way that I'm not going to have a lot of decisions to make at the end of this video. Right, I'm going to turn you around a minute. So this is how it stands at the moment. I'm hoping I'm not going to knock you because I've left you on the stand. This pile here is definitely going. They are industrial boots. They're brand new. They've got the tags on. They're a size 10. Not sure because I think my youngest son has a size 11 in the boots, industrial boots, you know. So they've got the tags on, as you can see. So I've put those there. Might even, if they're not going to fit him, I don't think they will actually. I think he's on size 11 with his industrial boots. Then maybe one of his workmates might want them. This is the pile of t-shirts. There's not all of them because I've already got rid of some and I've pulled out a couple. But I want to see, I don't want to spend too long making decisions. And then I've got a pile at the side here for my eldest son to go through that I've pulled out that he might want. But he did say that if he takes anything, if he doesn't want it, he'll either pass it on to somebody else or he'll take it to the charity shop himself. And that's what is a plus. And like I said, 2 orange jumpers there. And then the shoe rack, as you know, used to get these from B&M for £3.49. This one I was actually used for shoes at the bottom of his wardrobe. And thinking about it, I didn't finish the story, did I? I don't think that because of my height, this is why these are really low. But we used to use spare, you know, the shoe racks like in this wardrobe, as you can see there. And then I've put the shoe racks there. They used to be £3.49 from B&M. I don't think they're that cheap now. But I've had them years and I've used this. And it was brilliant because it means I didn't have to sort of drill into the sides of the wardrobe. Yes, my coat hanger organiser is getting full now. But probably have to get rid of some. I tend to have white, silver in Daniel's room, and then the caravan has black, and I do like the wooden ones for jackets or, you know, heavier jeans. So that's as far as I got at the moment. Oh yeah, and these 2 tins, one is going to be for my eldest son, so he'll probably have that one, and this one will be for Daniel, man tin, lead screws and other pointless stuff I must keep. And in there I'm going to put any like sentimental pieces. I've got cufflinks, tie pins and things. They're not used very often, but I'm sure hubby would have liked them to be, you know, sort of go to either or both of our sons, you know, split the things like that. But that's something I can't go through at the moment. So those tins will also be going as well. So I've just emptied wardrobe number 2. This is what I mean by the doors don't completely open. This had all the gifts in, coats and everything like that. I've always said this is what happens. Always gets worse before it gets better. So I've got like my jackets and coats, what was hubby's. There's some dress trousers there that I've got to go through. Still got the t-shirts and everything. This little bit here will be hard. These are cards. Some of them are from, obviously, my sons, but I've got a lot of cards that were from hubby, so I might actually keep those. I'll have to think about it, but I'm on a roll here, so I don't really want to go there. I've got stuff here. Possibly those red cases are going, so this is definitely going. Hopefully this is all going tomorrow. I've got some rubbish down there. So I've done all the gifts. I'll share that in a moment. What I'm hoping to do is maybe put my coats in that wardrobe along with the gifts temporary. The t-shirts and everything and coats, I may, at least the coats, may see about hanging those back up. Maybe taking some of the t-shirts that I think someone might want and fold them up and put them on the shelf in there, because I'm not sure how much is going to be able to go tomorrow. I want that lot on the landing to go, but I don't know about the coats. May take a bit longer, and a lot of the shirts as well. We're having problems with the charity shops. We did end up having to take quite a lot to be recycled at the recyclable plant. You know, they've got the bins and everything for clothing, but these sort of thing I don't want to end up in the bins at the recyclable plant. I want to donate them somewhere like homeless shelter or something like that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I've got to have a word with a few relations first of all. Some coats have hardly ever been worn, and there's a couple of leather jackets there as well. I know what people are going to say is sell them, and yes, I could do that, but to tell you the truth, I think when you're on a roll like this and just want stuff to go, I just want it go. I don't want a lot of people ringing me up and promising to pick stuff up and don't. I've had this in the past. I don't want to go down that route. But yeah, so I'm trying to make snap decisions, you know, what I want to keep. The coats probably will end up going back in that wardrobe. I've just got to give it a dust. And then anything else that I don't think will go tomorrow, I will store in that wardrobe. And deal with it another day. Like I said, it depends. I know my eldest son's having some of the clothing, but it depends on how much room he's got in his car and which car they bring, because they've got 2, and usually they've got a lot of stuff in their car or in their boot anyway, so we shall see. We did discuss it, me and my son, youngest one, who's at work at the moment, whether to drop off the stuff. We're going to see what happens in the morning. It's not very nice at all. I had the window open, I had to close it. It is actually pinning it down with rain again, off and on. The sun will come out briefly, and I must admit I haven't done one lot of laundry today. I was hoping to do the towels, but if I do any laundry, it may end up having to go for the tumble dryer or on the air, so I'm going to think that one through. But I want to plough on with this. That's why I'm not actually videoing the actual complete process, but just explain what I've done and what I am doing. So I've pulled out 3 sort of jackets of mine that I'm getting rid of. This one, which is a fleece, and this one that I keep saying I'm going to keep. I keep trying it on. It does fit, but do I wear it? No. And my sort of faux, I think it's faux actually, leather jacket. Hubby's got one as well. Not quite the same. I did pay a lot for it, but I don't wear it. So there's what's left of husband's. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Got his black fleece one downstairs that he wears or did wear a lot. So I've got to sort that out. That one because I do actually know that he wore that all the time. You know that I've got one. To tell you the truth, I don't wear coats as much. I haven't worn them since before lockdowns. So we're going back to what, winter of 2018. So realistically stuff should go. Need to keep a couple of jackets. It's just that my thick fleece that I use for caravanning most of the time is thicker than my coats. So these 3 are definitely going. Those 2 are going to put on the landing to go tomorrow. This may go tomorrow, it may not, but that's going to go in that wardrobe. But that's 3 jackets going, and also some like lilac gloves, because I've got another pair of lilac gloves, so they're going to go. And then hopefully I will address that and the ties. As per usual, I started another job. This one, I think it's the fact that I've got in my head we're hoping to maybe go to the tip in the morning. So these are going to be recycled in the material bin, you know, clothes bin. There's 7 pairs of jeans here, so they're all going in different states of work, and some of them were his newer ones, but I'm just going to let them go. I'm not sentimental about that, but I've pulled those out because I want to actually bag up what needs to go to the charity shop and what needs to go to the tip, and then get it shifted in the morning. So carrying on with this wardrobe here, which was like rough and work clothes. I've actually pulled out 19 t-shirts, like all the jeans, and probably the fleeces will be next. They're just going to be recycled, I think, maybe at the recycle plant for clothes, because I'm not sure if I'm even going to be bothered with the charity shop with this lot. That's why I need to separate them. Plus, I keep saying this, charity shops, especially the ones that I tend to go in or donate, especially Bernardo's, the drop-off one. A number of times, we've been about 4 times now, and we've been fairly early for when they open, and they're not taking any stuff. I don't think they're selling as much, maybe because the prices are a little bit high, I don't know. So I'm just gonna fold these all up. Some items I will do what's leaving our home, but the items that obviously I'm sharing now will not be included again. So I say 19 t-shirts, and they're going to go in the recyclable bins. So the last of hubby's work clothes is his fleeces. Again, I think I'm just going to you know, take them to the recycle bins, and for the material or whatever the clothing they use them for. They're in pretty good condition, most of them. It's just that he did use these you know, backwards and forwards to work. Sometimes he would wear them over his overalls. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So again, it's one of those things, it's definitely going, and I will not be showing this part again. So all these items, all his work clothes and everything are going to be sacked up. Hopefully we'll be able to get rid of them tomorrow. Right, so I found some overalls at the bottom of this wardrobe here. 3 lots, so they're going. One lot I found that's got tags on. I'm going to ask probably a family member or a friend. So this is what it's down to now. Say it's a little bit of tight squeeze. So basically in this wardrobe is what's left of hubby's clothes. I think I've got one little drawer to sort out at the side of his bed, or what was his side of the bed. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 jackets. One's mine that's going, that's definitely going. Then I've got this amount of t-shirts left. I keep pulling some out for the charity shop or to be recycled at the recycle plant. the ones that I'm sure my son's not going to want. But obviously I've got a lot on the stairs at the moment, and I keep saying this, it depends if his car's going to be empty when I see him tomorrow. This is what I mean about stock. I've got to have a word with family or friends that have got, you know, partners. I've got 5, I think it's 5, or is it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of brand new black jeans with the tags on. It's one of those things, because a lot of hubby's clothing needed replacing, so we gradually started doing that. A pair of wellies, size 10. I think my youngest son has got some wellies. I need to check his wardrobe again. It's one of those things that you don't buy very often, but it's always nice to have, if that makes sense. That's why hubby's got them. Our youngest son, I'm sure, has got them. I'm not sure about my eldest son at all. I've got brand new overalls there. Gonna ask. Then I've got a few ties here for a family member to go through. I've gave a couple to my son, and then here is the you know, the elf boots. Probably they'll end up going. Hubby used to wear those at Christmas just to make me happy, because we all had Christmas sort of slippers. So I think that's it, and at the bottom is empty at the moment. Hopefully, as I said, my son won't let me down tomorrow and we will see him. If not, I think my youngest son said we'll drop the stuff off, but it means going out of town. So that's that one done. And then this is the wardrobe that was hubby's, and it's now my gift cupboard. Got extra boxes there. That is general gifts, can be used any time of year. That's all Christmas. Things like this that I bought after Christmas last year. You know I do like my wooden pieces, and I got 2 of these, and they were £3 down to £1. I think there was only the 2, because I like to try and get things in 3s. That I got from the range. I think I only paid like £4 or £5 for it, and I think it was originally like £15. Behind that is a light up wreath. I got that at a ridiculous price, and that green sort of, you know, top blanket I got from Clearance Bargains. I think I only paid £4 or £5 for it. That's all Christmas. In here I've got bags. You know, I keep buying bags. Some of them I like buying, as I said, or purchasing from shops, because I like to give the gifts in them. I haven't got many Christmas ones. I've only got one Christmas one left. Like this I got from the charity shop. Keep this up for a granddaughter with the rabbit on for Easter. Got some canvas ones, what, you know, like the canvassy type material from like Poundland. And then I have these. The trouble is, through quite a lot of time between, say, about middle of last December this year, we've missed like Christmas and Mother's Day, a number of occasions, and Easter, so a lot of things didn't get done. That one's got, I keep my book there that lists all the gifts in. There's some oddments in there. If they're not used sort of by the end of this year, for any reason, the bits and pieces in there, they're going. I've actually dumped a few bits and put some in charity bag. This one has got socks in, DVDs and Christmas ornaments that I've got on sale, you know, I got quite a lot from the range actually after Christmas. And then this one has like, you know, face packs. Got these scrunchies, you know, bath puffs and things like that. A couple of makeup bags and some like bubble bath and everything in there, in that one. Down here, this one is like anything to do with stationery. Must stop buying stuff. I have actually been really good and not bought any more. What I can remember anyway, notebooks and pens. These ones, I got 2 of these. I think I paid something like 49p for them from Tesco's. I think they were used to be about £3 or £4. So I've had those quite some time. And, you know, things like to-do lists and things like that I give away. This I was meant to use at Christmas. I got this the previous year. Pop-up laundry reindeer, which can be used for toys. It was £6 down to 3. May come out this year. If not, that'll probably go to my sons, for my daughter-in-law, you know, and granddaughter. Then I've got a couple of things that I've got tags on that I've kept. Then I've got my jackets. I've got 2 lilac-y, this sort of colour. One's downstairs that normally stays in the car. Then I've got my lilac and black coats, which I haven't used since before lockdown because I've said I like to use my really thick fleece. This is my best one. This is actually something hubby bought me, and he paid an obscene amount for it. It's the country scene one, made in Great Britain, and I know he got it from an expensive store. I know you paid a hell of a lot for that one. So I still want to keep that. I hope to use that more this year. Then I've got the smaller of the Henderson's fleeces. I tend to use this one out in the garden more than anything. I've still got the largest size actually hanging up on my pegs in the hall. I need to go through those pegs. That's the next job on my list, I think. Now, people might say, you know, it's a bit soon to get rid of stuff, but to tell you the truth, it depends on how you feel and how sentimental. I have kept a couple of t-shirts that I would wear. One of them's got Sproggar Home and Away on because he had the largest size, so I use that in the home. Obviously, that's not going to do anybody any good. And a couple of caravan t-shirts and that. This is the one I'm not likely to wear, but I've kept it. This is the t-shirt I was on about. Most of you might remember hubby wearing this one, and I just could not get rid of it. I've kept it here. Might upset me a little bit, I don't know, seeing it regularly, but there you go. And this tie is over 35 years old now. It's 35 years because when he passed away, it was a week before our 35th wedding anniversary. And this is the tie he wore after our wedding to go to the airport when we were going on our honeymoon. So I've kept that for the time being, but that t-shirt I've kept there. Photographs of both of us is one of the things I find harder to get rid of, and I've got some wooden coat hangers there. So yeah, I think that about covers this wardrobe. Really pleased I can see what I've got and try and use up what I've got this time, because obviously I've got to keep the costs down this year anyway. I've still got those 2 places there. Suns keep coming out, but it keeps raining. I've got a lot of coat hangers. So this wardrobe is now empty of clothing. I've got bedding at the top, which is actually hard because it's like, as I said, the sleeping bag for our granddaughter, her bedding, all the fleecy ones and everything. So I want to eventually split them between these 2 wardrobes, top boxes. At the bottom, it is all photo albums and things like that. Cameras, I don't know what I'm going to do about those because I don't know anything about them. So since we've had digital cameras and our phones, we haven't used a ordinary camera. So this is going in my pile on the stairs. I think my youngest son, when he comes home, is going to be aghast at the amount of stuff I want to get rid of tomorrow. So this is everything that's going. I'll just put the light on, a bit dark here. So all that is work clothes, that and that. So that's all going. That'll probably go to a, say, recyclable plant. A lot of this I might go through it, I don't know, but that is all hubby's work clothes. Sorry, no, hubby's clothing. I'm going to see if my son wanted them. My eldest son wanted them actually a while back. It was a set of 3 for £9.99 from the charity shop. I used to have them above my wardrobes, but I don't need the extra storage now. Kept the gold one, which I've got in my cubby that has little projects to do. Got a blue basket there. The glasses are going to my daughter-in-law's. So it's things that I haven't used. I've got a mum's treat tin that I haven't used, so that's going. Then that pile of stuff I want my son to go through, and then rubbish and coat hangers that I'm going to get rid of. So I'm hoping this lot's going to go, plus the other lot that I actually shared with you the other day. So yeah, I'm going to finish it here. I'm not sure if I'm going to get any more done today because I've been on it all day. I have got these, but I might put these in the wardrobe along with the clothing that's still got to go through, and possibly do that another day. I think that would be you know, an awkward time, especially this one, because I know that is a Christmas card from my husband. So yeah, I think I'm quite happy. Plus what I might have to do with all the coat hangers for the time being is just hang them back up on the rail there and sort them out, because my coat hanger now is full. And like I said, I might try and have a look to see if I can pull out a couple of jumpers that I'm not really that bothered about, because I do like these couple of orange ones, although they are quite big, but I'd like the colour on those, and maybe get rid of maybe a couple of Christmas ones, because obviously Christmas ones you can only sort of wear December time, as though can be worn any time of year. So yeah, so I'm going to put all those coat hangers back in the wardrobe, put those jumpers away, and then just potter around to see if anything else can be pulled out. I know I've got those 3 drawers to go in. The middle one hasn't really got anything in. The bottom one, I think it might have shorts in, I'm not sure. And the top one is like sentimental stuff, cufflinks, that sort of thing. Things that is had or was given to him, or passed to him by family members. I know he's got some coins and things like that, so that's something I will go through. But I just want to tweak this, tidy it up, so that obviously I haven't got to face this later tonight when I come to bed. But I'm pleased with what I got done. Like I said, I don't think I can face that at the moment, and photographs and albums is another thing I don't think I can face either, but there's a lot there. So I'm going to finish the video here. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.